What the hell? What am I listening to here? What? Where did you get that monk's outfit at?
You don't like it?
No.
I have decided to go back to church.
You what?
And dedicate my cooking to the Lord.
Okay, I'm stepping away from this one. You're on your own.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to make communion bread and communion wine.
Okay, I'm going now.
All right. So, to make the communion bread, the recipe was adapted by friends of ours. So take 7/8 cup lukewarm water, although milk can be substituted here. I do not recommend it. Loaves baked with dough made with the milk occasionally scorch at the bottom. But most importantly, people with a lactose intolerance cannot eat bread made with milk or milk products. Half teaspoon salt, plus a wee bit more. 3 tablespoons of honey, 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 2/3 cup of white bread flour, 1 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of malted barley, included with sweetness and for theological reasons. See John chapter 6, verses 9 through 13. You can also substitute 1 teaspoon of barley flour, 1.5 teaspoon of dry yeast. Use Fleischmann's bread maker yeast if you use a bread maker. Add all the ingredients in the pan in the order indicated. Set machine for dough only. As for the bread maker recipe, when starting the machine, check the consistency of the dough and add flour or water if necessary to obtain proper classic texture. When raised, recipe, dissolve yeast in water and add honey, oil, and salt. Stir the mixture. Add flour and malt gradually. Turn out and knead for 5 minutes until elastic or until dough springs back into place when poked with a finger. Plus, dough in the cheese bowl. Turn and set in a warm place covered with a damp cloth. Allow to double about 1 hour. Proceed with making loaves. Now punch or press the dough down and press or roll into a 1/2 inch thickness on a floured board. Cut into a 6-inch round loaves with a knife or with a circular dough cutter and put them on a greased cookie sheet. A 6-inch round, 1/2 inch thick loaf will, when baked, puff up to be about 1.5 to 2 inches high on the center. Using a serrated knife, score the shape of a cross on the top of each loaf. Make the cross extend to the edges of each loaf. Tidy the edges of the loaves with the side of the knife. Let rise under a moist paper towel or plastic wrap for 10 minutes or longer, depending on the fluffiness of the loaves desired. Bake at 350 degrees for 12 to 13 minutes or until golden brown. The extra roll made can be opened to assess doneness of the other loaves. Cool the loaves on a rack and then place in a plastic Ziploc bag to keep them fresh. Now for the wine. Put grapes and water in stone jars over the fire and cook take 20-pound grapes, cleaned, no stems, 6 quarts of water, and 6 pounds of sugar. Put grapes and water in stone jars over the fire and cook until the skins and seeds separate from the pulp. Strain through cheesecloth and return to jars. Add sugar, mix thoroughly with a wooden spoon. Use absolutely no tin, iron, or even silver about the wine. Strain again through fresh cheesecloth and put in jars over the fire. Do not boil hard, but allow it to heat gradually until it begins to simmer. Bottle at once. All right, now, next up is to officially sit down, say, and I have all my friends here with me, and I appreciate it, since Lace has kind of joined us here. Will you please say grace?
Okay, bow your heads. Grace. Amen.
Okay.
Is that the best you can do? Pretty much. Oh, okay then.
All right. Oh, I got to take these outside real quick to the neighbor real quick. Be right back.
Did you tell him?
No. Just let him find out on his own in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the hell?
Yeah, he forgot that the ninjas, they still have a vendetta on him for the Belgian Waffle Sunday thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this edition of Cooking with Midnight. Tune in again next time when we will try and think of something else to cook. Pass me that bread.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, man, this thing's is crunchy.